Bill Flickenger's model train layout began many years ago in a wholesale food warehouse.
Most of our merchandise came into the warehouse via the nickel plate railroad. I can remember that, I couldn't wait to get up in the summertime when school was over to come work for my dad and see the Central and see the nickel plate bring the boxcars in. And that to me was the greatest part of my life back in those days. And this brings back my childhood, and maybe I haven't gotten out of my childhood, but I really love it.
When he retired a few years ago, those memories played a part in his getting back into trains.
As I grew older and rheumatoid arthritis came in, I said, geez, let's get back into trains. It's my first love. That's always been my first love.
It's no wonder, then, that a model of the S.M. Flickenger Company occupies a piece of prime railside real estate on Bill's layout.
Actually, I've been in love with trains all my life. Trains have been a part of my life. In fact, I think I used to take trains to bed with me. I enjoyed them so much. And we had a third floor of trains when I was younger, and we had them all the way until I was 15, until I went away to school.
With the help of a local hobby shop, Bill met some avid model railroaders and enlisted the help of Dave Birmingham, John Allen, and Al Maloney. Over a 6-year period, these 4 men built a huge 27 by 45-foot 3-rail pipe in the basement of Bill's home. Bill calls his railroad the Lakeland Central and locates it in the Buffalo, New York area in the late steam, early diesel era of the 50s, when he was growing up in that part of the country. The Erie-Lackawanna was one of several railroads that ran through the region, and Bill has allocated an upper-level main track to those lines. There, they circle the entire layout independent of the lower-level tracks and give the viewer a feeling of continuous main-line action, while day-to-day operations take place on the lower-level tracks. Another of Bill's favorite railroads is the Nickel Plate Road, and he remembers well the colorful PFE reefers that were delivered to his father's wholesale food warehouse. He should remember them. As a young man, he had to unload an awful lot of them. But it's the New York Central that's the king on the Lakeland Central. On the lower level tracks, the Central pretty much owns the railroad, serving the several small towns and the major city with both freight and passenger service. It's in the city and small towns that the scratch building and detailing talents of Dave Birmingham and Al Maloney really stand out. You can spend a lot of time studying their work, and you'll always find a few new details. Various commercial kits have been used on the layout, but a large number of the buildings are either scratch-built or kit-bashed. Modelers looking for structure ideas will find lots of help here. Dave Birmingham has used photographs from many of the city scene backdrops. While the Erie and Nickel Plate trains run through the countryside on the upper-level main lines, there is lots of action taking place on the lower level, as a Fairbanks Moore switcher makes up a train at the main passenger terminal. This passenger terminal, serving the city of Buffalo, occupies the entire center section of the layout. It's always a busy place, with cracked New York Central trains arriving and leaving all day long. In this area is a nicely done model of an ice platform, which offers lots of opportunity for interesting operational moves. There's lots of activity here because the icing station track also serves as a through track, bypassing the passenger station, and many freight trains take this route each day. Near the passenger terminal is a busy steam and diesel engine servicing area. Here too, there's lots of activity as locomotives are prepared for their daily runs. Upper-level mainline action continues as a New York Central freight consist is routed onto the Erie tracks by Buffalo dispatchers, taking advantage of a traffic lull to avoid congestion in Buffalo. It won't be long, though, before another Erie passenger consist is heading into the area. As it does, its passengers will have a glimpse of this large lift bridge over the Niagara River. Notice how the Lakeland Central crew has attached a trolley track to the side of the bridge. Now that's a clever idea. One train that is of very special interest to Bill is this consist of PFE reefers pulled by nickel plate Burke number 765. This train holds a special spot in Bill's heart because it's destined for the Western New York Produce Distribution Center in Buffalo. Much of this cargo is destined for the company operated by Bill's family, the SM Flickenger Company. Let's follow her as she heads into Buffalo. The train arrived on time, and unloading has already begun. Before the commuters aboard these RDC units arrive home from work, the fresh produce from this train will be on its way to Flickenger's, and from there to local stores. And so ends another busy day on the Lakeland Central.